This is the Infinix Hot 30 Play, one of the phones in the Infinix Hot 30 family with good features. I don't know if this Hot 30 family has another variant just yet. What is certain is that this one does support NFC and the price is 93,000 naira. Aside from the NFC, it also features a 128 gig of storage, 8 gig of memory that can be extended by another 8 gig, giving a total of 16 gig, 16 megapixel primary camera sensor and Helio G37 processor. In my previous video a few days ago, I started a new challenge. Those who watched that video were to guess the price of the Tecno Camon 20 and win a prize. Now, that Tecno Camon 20 comes with Helio G85 processor. If the Infinix Hot 30 Play with Helio G37 processor is 93,000 naira, then you might want to go back and make adjustment to your comment if you took part in that challenge. I'm just giving you a tip. To be part of that challenge, find the link to the video in the description section and pinned comment. Now, unlike the Hot 30i, Hot 30 Play is built on Android 13. It supports 4G internet with a strong 6,000 mAh battery. About the 6,000 mAh battery, let me mention something. The Infinix Smart 7 Plus also has the same 6,000 mAh battery, and after I reviewed that phone, some people bought the phone based on the review. Soon after, I started getting comments that the battery does not last. I have come to realize that really it does not last. It does not even last as much as a 5,000 mAh battery would last. I guess the problem is caused by its Unisoc processor. The Hot 30 Play on the other hand comes with Helio G series processor and I'm sure it will not be affected. I've left it on for over 5 days on a single charge and it still has over 40% of battery left. In the box, you get to see the phone, a SIM eject pin, a protective case, an 18-watt charging brick, a Type-C USB cable, and an earpiece. The design does make sense to me. It looks so much like the Infinix Hot 30i in every design aspect. The only difference you will notice is that the Infinix Hot 30 Play has this extra pattern at the back. No fingerprint scanner here at the back, only the dual flashlight and the camera module. The back is shining, or should I say sparkling. It looks like something made with glass, but it's actually plastic. Whenever I knock the back, I feel two things: that it is made out of plastic and there is a kind of empty space. If you press the back, you can literally see the impression. It has the volume buttons and the power key that doubles as a fingerprint scanner to the right. The SIM house with a long SIM tray to the left. The bottom comes with the usual elements: the speaker, the charging port, the microphone, and the audio jack. For a phone that costs this much, the design is okay. It looks like Infinix wants all the phones in the Hot 30 family to share the same design. I don't think I have any problem with the way it looks. What I might have a little problem with is the camera. It is discouraging to know that the Hot 30 Play comes with a 16 megapixel primary camera sensor. Who said that a 99K phone cannot have up to 32 megapixel primary sensor? But on second thought, 16 megapixel sensors these days are better than 16 megapixel sensors in those days. This camera is not an exemption. It is not that the camera is all that great, but pretty much cool for average users. As usual, you get the best results if your scene has good lighting. And talking about lighting, it does not have the night mode in the camera, so don't expect it if you are buying this phone. Where you might have a bit of problem is zooming. It has up to 8 times zoom, which means it can zoom far, but the quality becomes too poor that you might find it hard to use the image. The bottom line is that Hot 30 Play can take good regular pictures, but you cannot rely on the zoom capacity of the phone. Then it has the slow motion mode, and in my opinion, it is not really necessary. The slow motion mode is a very good feature for phones, but when the quality is too poor, no one will care about it. The quality of the slow motion video does not look great, so I wish it was never here. When recording videos, at best, you get 1080p resolution at 30 frames per second. Close-up shots are almost perfect because you get more detailed and clearer images in the video. In regular videos, images are not sharp and the color is nowhere near natural. Adjusting to light on time is also a problem. The front camera is 8 megapixel. Selfie pictures from this camera are reasonably clear, but still not the ideal quality I would expect from an 8 megapixel selfie camera. It comes with a beauty mode, but the way it works is different from other beauty mode I've seen. The difference between the regular and beauty picture is not much. What I observe is that it made my sheen a bit tinier. There's a bit difference between the portrait and normal pictures. Unlike most cameras, you cannot adjust the background focus manually by touching the screen. This is the same problem I have with the video mode. You have less control over this front camera as far as video recording is concerned. This is the front camera of the Infinix Hot 30 Play and the 8 megapixel camera is just doing its job. But I really don't like this camera. I think Infinix could have done more. A 5 megapixel camera can actually do something like this, or even better in some phones. But I really don't want to insult the front camera now so that the phone will not be mad at me. After all, you can not be using your front camera to video me and at the same time and insulting you. Camera might just go off, and if it does so, I will no longer be able to continue this video. It has the usual IPS display with a resolution of 720 by 1640 pixel. The good part here is the 90Hz screen refresh rate that makes the display respond super fast and up to 120Hz touch sampling rate. I've seen different devices in this price range with 60Hz refresh rates, and you can easily tell the difference. The display has a punch-hole camera and not the regular water drop camera usually found on budget phones. The sensitivity of the screen when it responds to touch is great, and scrolling on this device does not lag. Infinix even called the display a cinema quality display, but in the end, it's just the name. What also matters is the size of the screen. It's not a 6.6 inches display, it is not a 6.7 inches display, but a big 6.8 inches display. Playing games on a wider screen makes more sense. This is why I think that the display of this phone worth the price. Now, talking about playing games, this is the highest graphics settings inside the device and inside the game settings. In most phones, the game will slow down a bit and my players will not run as fast as my opponent when using these high graphics settings. This happens a lot with the iPhone 11 Pro Max, and I will have to reduce the graphics settings in the game before my players will run normal. On this Hot 30 Play, it seems a bit faster. I'm playing the game you are watching now with a live person and my players seem faster. With reduced graphics settings, it should be a lot faster. This is the first time I play the PUBG on any device, partly because it's a shooting game, so my in-game partner covered for me until the mission was completed. From what I experienced, the game ran smoothly. I didn't experience lagging even once. Same goes for car racing games. Everything runs smoothly with good graphics. This is not an assurance that it will always be this way. With more games and apps, the performance might slow down. This is the Tecno Camon 20 first impression video. Check it out and I will meet you there again.